3 times he was so afraid. Not afraid of a warrior, a young girl. If in the Garden of Gethsemane, he quickly drew his sword like he was a strong man. In the Garden of Gethsemane, when he saw warriors, he drew his sword. When he saw soldiers, he drew his sword. Then you will say, this Peter is a strong man. Not strong man. Then a young girl say, you are one of them. You say, me care. Because now it was no longer theory. He was seeing exactly what they do to men who love Jesus. He was seeing what was happening to Jesus. He said, this thing not be joke again. This is a serious matter now. So he said, I don't know the man. May you not come put rope for my neck. When he saw the kind of slap Jesus was taking, he said, I don't want them to slap me like that. You know, your convictions are not truly yours until they have been tested. You know how you are jumping here in Benin. I will die for you. Oh, you the Holy Ghost woke up on Monday and said this week is fasting. And then as you came out of the room, your mother was cooking banga soup. As you smell the banga, you say, oh my God, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The flesh. Some of us is roasted corn. You were just walking on the road and you saw roast. Have you seen clowns, Christians? He said he's fasting, then he went to visit his friend. Then the friend said, come chop now. Then he put one spoon and said, I don't forget, say I dey fast. He's a clown. A clown. Then he will jump in church and say, Lord, I will die for you. You've not been tested, bro. Be careful. I carried a gun before. I have seen grown men pissing their pants. You don't know what you will do if the cold steel of a gun is on this your neck and you know your life is about to be snuffed out. Lea Sharibu is one of the heroes, a judgment upon the church in Nigeria. Is a 15-year-old looked Boko Haram in the eye and said, I will not bow. What were they teaching her in church? A 15-year-old and said, I will not. And you know why her own story is critical? She lived in the heat of Boko Haram. She saw Boko Haram enter her village and cut pregnant women open and bring out a child. But she was not like Peter. She had seen death face to face. And you said, if you will not release me because I'm the only Christian, I will not bow. But you hear sisters say, and the reason I fornicated is that a brother put his hand on my lap. He touched my nose. And then we made a mistake. Mistake, sister. Mistake. Do you know what it will take for me to make mistake as I am now? Let's use the hotel I stayed, for instance. Do you know that when you enter the hotel, there are some steps to climb? Like this. So maybe I came to Benin now and I said, oh, my body is doing me one kind. My wife is at home. So I called a sister from the road. Then she comes. Then I have to walk out of my room to go and bring her from the gate. Then we will now climb steps. It's a mistake, oh. Mistake. We'll climb step like this. Then we will now enter inside the room. Then I have to remove this white shirt. You see how many buttons here? How many buttons? Then when I remove there's belt, belt. I will now remove the belt. After the belt, there's button. I now remove it. There's zip. Then I now have to do like this. All throughout, Holy Ghost did not tell you, son. Throughout. No, it's not a mistake. You planned it. It was never a mistake. No, not a mistake. Peter, when he saw the reality of what was about to happen to him, quickly he said, I don't want this thing to happen to me. He denied. But this same Peter, somebody said this same Peter, on the day of Pentecost, the Holy Ghost came upon him. See the kind of boldness. Peter's first message, my sister, 3,000 were added to the church by grace. It's almost as if Peter was saying, I have been transformed. I'm not the same man. Holy Ghost can take a broken man and turn him into a weapon. He can take a broken. I don't know the lady I need to speak to this morning. There's more to you than a fine face. There is a deposit of God in your spirit. The way to activate it is Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost. If the only way you can describe yourself is that I'm beautiful and I'm shining, there's more to you than your body parts. Dear sister, don't allow men restrict you to the definition of yourself to what your body is. There are women like